Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here we go, set, 15, line it, 15 line. I'm coming, I'm coming. Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From the 16, Jones, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and that'll make it third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go, go. And 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Push him back. Push him back. 58 the mic, 58.
On third down, Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check it back, check it back.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check, 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 check.
Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set, 30 base.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Topper! Get that quarterback!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Broken tackle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing, Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Fowler's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Benny Fowler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. It's hauled in by Jackson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That's another Giants first down.
On first down, Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Down. 10-2 stop. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. Touchdown, Giants. Benny Fowler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Here we go, 48.
Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen is complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cousins. Throw complete to the tight end Morgan. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
60 Pittsburgh. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Tate. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to break.
Mike 54. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his... And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got... And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Caught right side, Tate. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Cousins. And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the back. Watch
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is shield. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never
don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle showed. This